From our part, I mean, I cannot agree more with Christian, and you know, it's back to, if location-wise, the big million square foot shed is not, you know, in an established transportation or to be established transportation corridor, we wouldn't go ahead and invest or develop or do something, because in 10 years or 15 years, whenever the customer would leave, there's a high risk that this facility could become vacant for a longer period of time. Nevertheless, a big shed in an established location doesn't bother us particularly. We've done a lot of those, and we will continue doing a lot of those. I think the trend is more on the big box, as we touched upon earlier, because of efficiency and cost optimizations, but location is key. And then it's a constantly evolving still sector, the e-commerce. Not, you know, if you take two e-tailers, they don't have the same set of specs. It's changing, and you know, it's all going to end up on how you underwrite them and how you structure your lease agreement to make sure that your building is flexible and can be suited to other users. So this is really key.
Because otherwise you're then involved in the risk of building something to spec for somebody like an Amazon or then they move out after that time.
Absolutely, and I don't think there will be a huge shift in the, you know, from a liquidity perspective or from the investor sentiment on how they price those assets. I don't think there's a big difference in the US. In the US, maybe the sector, e-commerce, is a little bit more mature, where maybe users understand a little bit better the capital markets and the investment market and where they need to locate, and they are more maybe in a dialogue with the investor / developer on location and why this location can or cannot work for the future, irrespective of labor or strategies or land prices. So what will this, and we're seeing this coming over to Europe, and what I think will happen for the sector in general is that the requirements will get closer to cities, get more into established locations, and end up, you know, paying a little bit more rent than what they used to pay in, you know, 100 kilometers outside the cities, sort of in non-established locations.